Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Learner Classes. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Whether you are watching from your home, your office, or anywhere in the world, thank you so much for choosing to learn with us.
Today, we are talking about something that every English learner struggles with at some point, and honestly, something that even confident speakers think about.
That moment when you want to say something in English, you know what you mean in your head, but the words just do not come out fast enough.
You freeze, you pause, you search for the words, and by the time you find them, the moment has already passed.
We've all been there, and today we are going to fix that together.
We are sharing 8 simple and powerful techniques that will help you build English sentences quickly, speak more fluently, and feel genuinely confident every time you open your mouth.
These techniques are practical. They are beginner and intermediate friendly, and most importantly, you can start using them today, right after this lesson.
Before we get into it, if you haven't already, please subscribe to English Learner Classes so you never miss a lesson. Now, let us get started. The very first thing we need to understand is why making sentences feels slow and difficult in the first place.
Most learners think the problem is vocabulary. They think if I just knew more words, I could speak faster. But actually, that is not the real problem at all.
The real problem is structure. Most learners try to translate from their own language into English word by word in their head before they speak.
And that process takes time, too much time. By the time you've translated everything perfectly, the conversation has moved on without you.
So the solution is not more vocabulary. The solution is learning to think in simple English structures, patterns that your brain can reach for quickly, automatically, without thinking.
That's exactly what our 8 techniques are all about. They're patterns, frameworks, shortcuts that help you build sentences fast.
And once you practice them enough, they become automatic. You stop translating. You start speaking, and everything becomes so much easier.
So let us get into technique number 1.
Technique 1. Start with a simple subject and verb.
This sounds almost too simple, but it is genuinely the most powerful thing you can do when you feel stuck.
Every English sentence needs 2 things, a subject and a verb. Just those 2 things. That is a complete sentence.
I walk, she talks, he works. They study, it rains, we learn.
Subject, verb, 2 words, complete sentence. And from that tiny foundation, you can build anything.
The mistake most learners make is trying to say the perfect complete sentence immediately. They want to say everything at once, and because it's too much, they freeze and say nothing.
Instead, start with just the subject and verb. Then add one piece at a time.
I walk to school every morning with my sister. You started with 2 words and built naturally from there.
She talks quickly when she is nervous. He works at a hospital in the city center.
This technique gives your brain a starting point, and once you have a starting point, the rest comes much more easily.
Practice this today. Take any verb, any subject, and just start there. Subject and verb. 2 words. Go.
Technique 2. Use the SVO pattern every time.
SVO stands for subject, verb, object, and this is the backbone of almost every English sentence you will ever need to make.
Subject is who or what is doing the action. Verb is the action itself. Object is what is receiving the action.
I love coffee. She reads books. He drives a car. They watch films. We eat lunch together.
I love coffee. She reads books. He drives a car. Subject, verb, object. Every time.
Once this pattern is in your head, building sentences becomes so much faster because you always know the order. Subject first, verb second, object third.
English word order is actually quite fixed compared to many other languages, and that's good news for you because it means there's a reliable pattern you can always follow.
The mistake learners make is putting the object before the verb or the verb before the subject, following the word order of their own language.
For example, in some languages, you might say the equivalent of coffee I love or books she reads. In English, that order sounds strange and unnatural.
Always subject, verb, object. I love coffee. She reads books. Lock this order into your brain and your sentences will come out correctly and quickly every time.
Technique 3. Use sentence starters.
Sentence starters are short, fixed phrases that you put at the beginning of a sentence, and they give your brain the push it needs to keep going.
Think of them like the first step on a ladder. Once you take that first step, the rest of the climb feels so much easier.
Here are some of the most powerful and useful sentence starters in English. Write these down if you can.
I think, I feel, I need, I want, I know, I believe, I can, I cannot.
She always, he never, they usually, we sometimes, it seems like, there is, there are.
The problem is, the good thing is, the reason is, one thing I know is, something I have noticed is.
Once you know these starters, starting a sentence becomes effortless. You don't have to create the beginning from scratch every time. You already have it ready.
I think this is a great idea. I feel nervous about the presentation. I need more time. I want to improve my English. She always arrives on time. There is a problem with the plan.
The mistake is waiting until you have the whole sentence ready in your head before you start speaking. Do not wait. Start with your sentence starter and let the rest follow naturally.
Your brain is much better at continuing something than starting something from nothing. Give it a starter and watch how quickly the sentence builds itself.
Technique 4. Use short sentences first, then connect them.
Many learners feel like they need to say long, complicated, impressive sentences to sound good in English, and that belief actually slows them down enormously.
Short sentences are not weak. Short sentences are clear. Short sentences are powerful, and short sentences are fast.
I am tired. It was a long day. I worked for 10 hours. I need to rest.
4 short sentences, each one clear and complete, and together they communicate everything perfectly.
Once you're comfortable with short sentences, you can start connecting them with simple linking words. And, but, so, because, when, after, before, although.
I am tired because I worked for 10 hours. It was a long day, so I need to rest. I worked hard, but I enjoyed it.
You just took 4 short sentences and connected them into 2 longer ones, naturally, easily, step by step.
The mistake is trying to say the long connected sentence immediately before you have built the short ones in your head. Short first, connect second, always.
This technique takes all the pressure off. You don't need to be impressive. You need to be clear. And clear, short sentences, connected naturally, are the most impressive thing of all.
Technique 5. Use time words to guide your sentences. Time words are incredibly powerful sentence builders because they immediately tell you and your listener when something happened, when it happens, or when it will happen.
And once you have the time, the rest of the sentence often builds itself naturally around it.
Time words for the past, yesterday, last week, last year, this morning, earlier today, 2 days ago, when I was young.
Time words for the present, now, today, at the moment, currently, these days, right now.
Time words for the future, tomorrow, next week, next year, soon, later, in 5 minutes, this evening.
Now, watch how quickly a sentence builds around a time word. Yesterday, I went to the market. Already you have a complete sentence. Yesterday, I went to the market.
Last week, she called me. Last week, she called me. Right now, I am studying. Right now, I am studying. Tomorrow, we will travel. Tomorrow, we will travel.
The time word gives you the tense automatically. Yesterday, simple past. Right now, present continuous. Tomorrow, simple future. You do not have to think about which tense. The time word tells you.
The mistake is forgetting to use time words and then spending too long thinking about which tense to use. Add a time word and the tense becomes automatic and automatic.
Practice this every day. Pick a time word, any time word, and build a sentence around it. Make it about your own real life. Yesterday, I ate pasta. Tomorrow, I will call my friend. Right now, I am watching this lesson.
Technique 6. Use substitution to speak faster.
Substitution means taking a sentence you already know and swapping out one word to make a completely new sentence. Same structure, different word, new meaning.
This is one of the fastest and most efficient ways to build sentences because your brain does not have to create a new structure every time. It just changes one piece.
Let us see this in action. Start with, I like coffee. Now substitute the object. I like tea. I like music. I like this city. I like your idea. I like rainy days.
Same structure. I like blank. Just a different word each time. 5 new sentences almost instantly.
Now try substituting the verb. I like music. I love music. I hear music. I miss music. I need music. I play music.
Same subject, same object, different verb. 6 sentences from one original sentence. Your brain barely had to work at all.
Now try substituting the subject. I like music. She likes music. He likes music. We like music. They like music. My sister likes music.
And remember, when the subject is he, she, or it in the simple present, add s to the verb. She likes, not she like.
The mistake is always trying to make completely new sentences from scratch. Do not do that. Take a sentence you know, change one word, make a new sentence. Build your speaking speed through substitution.
This technique is especially powerful for beginners. You do not need many structures. You need one good structure and the ability to substitute freely within it.
Technique 7. Learn fixed phrases and use them without thinking.
Fixed phrases are combinations of words that native speakers use together so often that they have become one single unit, one block of language, used automatically.
And using fixed phrases is one of the biggest secrets to speaking quickly, because instead of building each sentence word by word, you are speaking in ready-made blocks.
Think about it this way. Instead of thinking subject, verb, object, article, adjective, you just think and say one complete block.
Here are some of the most useful fixed phrases for English learners. Learn these, memorize them, and use them in every conversation you can.
I would like to. Could you please? I am not sure, but what do you mean by? Can you say that again? I totally agree. That's a good point.
To be honest, as far as I know, I was wondering if, it depends on, I am looking forward to. Let me think about that.
The thing is, by the way, actually, in other words, for example, in my opinion.
These phrases work in almost every conversation, formal, informal, professional, social. And because they are fixed, you do not have to create them, you just retrieve them.
The mistake is ignoring fixed phrases and always trying to build everything from grammar rules. Grammar rules are important, but fluency comes from using language in chunks, in blocks, in ready-made phrases.
Learn 5 new fixed phrases this week. Just 5. Practice using them in real sentences. And next week, learn 5 more. Do this consistently and your speaking speed will increase dramatically.
Technique 8. Practice the pause, not the silence.
This last technique is different from the others because it's about confidence and speaking habits, not just grammar and structure.
Many learners are afraid of pausing when they speak. They feel like a pause means they do not know English well, that it's embarrassing, that people will judge them.
So instead of pausing, they fill the silence with nothing, or they rush and make mistakes, or they stop speaking completely. But here's the truth. Pausing is not weakness. Pausing is professionalism. Pausing is confidence. Even native speakers pause.
The difference is, native speakers pause with purpose. They use small filler phrases to hold the conversation while their brain catches up, and you can do exactly the same thing.
Here are the most natural and useful pause phrases in English. Use them freely, without embarrassment, because they are completely normal and natural.
Well, so, let me think. That's a good question. How can I put this? I mean, actually.
These phrases do something very important. They tell your listener, I am still here, I am still speaking, I am just organizing my thoughts, please wait. And while you say the phrase, your brain has a few extra seconds to find the words, build the sentence, and continue naturally.
The mistake is either going completely silent, which feels awkward, or rushing and saying something incorrect just to fill the space.
Use a pause phrase. Take your time, build your sentence properly, and speak it with confidence. The listener will wait, and they will respect you for it.
Practice this today. Every time you feel stuck in English, say, well, or let me think, and then continue. You will be amazed how much easier it becomes.
So let us do a quick review of all 8 techniques, because we want them to stay with you long after this lesson is over.
Technique 1. Start with a simple subject and verb. 2 words, a starting point. Build from there.
Technique 2. Use the SVO pattern. Subject, verb, object. Always in that order. I love coffee. She reads books.
Technique 3. Learn and use sentence starters. I think, I feel, I need, I want, there is, the problem is. Start strong and let the sentence follow.
Technique 4. Use short sentences first, then connect them. Short is clear. Short is fast. Connect with and, but, so, because, when, after.
Technique 5. Use time words to guide your sentences. Yesterday, now, tomorrow. These words tell you the tense automatically.
Technique 6. Use substitution. Take one sentence you know, change one word, make a new sentence. Fast, efficient, powerful.
Technique 7. Learn fixed phrases and use them without thinking. Speak in blocks, not just in individual words.
Technique 8. Practice the pause. Use pause phrases. Give your brain time. Speak with confidence.
8 techniques, all simple, all practical, all available to you starting right now, today, in your very next English conversation.
And here is something very important we want you to hear. You do not have to master all 8 today. Pick one, just one. Practice it for a week. Make it automatic. Then pick another.
Small, consistent steps take you so much further than trying to do everything at once and feeling overwhelmed.
Your English is already better than you think. You are here, watching, learning, putting in the effort. That already puts you ahead.
Every sentence you build, however simple, however short, is a step forward. Every word you say in English is a victory. Celebrate those victories.
Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Language learning takes time, and that is completely normal and completely okay.
The fact that you are here, choosing to learn, choosing to grow, tells us everything we need to know about you. You are someone who does not give up, and that quality will take you further than any technique we could ever teach.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. It genuinely means the world to us that you choose to spend your learning time with English Learner classes.
We hope today's lesson gave you real tools, real confidence, and a real sense that speaking English quickly and naturally is absolutely within your reach, because it is.
Thank you for watching English Learner Classes. Don't forget to subscribe to English Learner Classes for more easy and practical English lessons just like this one. Keep learning, keep improving, and we'll see you in the next lesson.